All right, everybody, how are you? Dave Nass here at Epic Guitar Instruction. So today we're going to do a part 2 to a really cool video and song that I did previously. This is Road to Nowhere by Ozzy Osbourne. So this is going to be the solo today, and we've covered the rhythm and all the really cool parts in another video, so be sure and check that out so that way you'll have all the pieces to this great piece of music. And what we're going to do is we're just going to break it down nice and slow for you. We're going to go through the solo in a way that makes it that you can take all of the great content and apply it to yourself every day, whether or not some of these licks are very difficult to play. So let's go ahead and take a look at kind of how we're going to break this down. We're going to switch to, right away, some bluesy thinking that's going to happen out of a pentatonic scale that is going to be based from this position here, of B flat. So I'm going to outline my pentatonic scale just so that way we're familiar with it. Now the lick that I want to start out with, so that's pretty fun to play. Now we don't need any tabs for this because you're going to be right along with me as we go. So I'm going to bend on the 3rd string, 8th fret. I'm going to bend that up. I'm going to go to the 6th fret and I'm going to go to the 9th fret. So I'm only involving 2 strings. Notice that I bend with my middle finger to execute these 2 fretted notes. Now if I want to play this, I can do that as well. I choose to play it this way so I can bend with my 3rd finger. So that's the best way to start that off. Look at how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, bend. A big bend coming in on the high string. So as I do that, I'm going to do a really big bend. I rake into these bends. Fretted note, pull off, fretted on 9, 6, that lick all by itself. I'm going to play that slow. When I add the first part to it, really good pentatonic work that's happening there. From there, what we're going to basically do is we're going to descend a nice little phrase. Now, I'm going to say really quick, 9, 6, I'm going to slide. We're going for the feel of the solo. Now, there's so much variation that can happen, even from watching live footage of this, and people seem to improvise. But these are the templates that we're going to work around that will provide you to get the sound and or the licks for the solo and the feel and make it your own right away so you could get lost in it. That's going to be the very first part of this solo. The next thing that happens, these are some neat notes here. So what I'm doing is I'm picking this one. I'm going to do an artificial harmonic pinch, and I'm going to slide. And you can see as I go through that, we have some neat sounds really based around that kind of feel with some pinch harmonics. We're going to take that same idea and move up in scale. It looks like this. That's going to be 5 and 3, 8, 6, 10, 8, 11, 10, switching fingers, 11 to 13. All of the pinches come on the 3rd string. It looks just like this. Big bend on 16. Executed just like that. 1, 2, 3. So we like that. The next little section here. Watch how I rake into this, just kind of like a little mini sweep, probably about the closest thing you'll get to a sweep from Mr. Zakk Wylde. So we're going to go 15, 14, and 13. So we go from here. 17, 16, 13, 15, 13, chromatic. And that's going to lead us out of that section. One more time. Okay, so coming from the second. All right, so that's a pretty cool way to start off the solo. I'm going to play up to there for you. So that'll take us all the way up to there. I hope I made some ugly faces while I'm doing it because I'm just trying to get into it. These things happen, you know. Kind of can't help it. So expressive. So the next thing that we're going to do is some really nice classic pentatonic things that Zakk Wylde likes to do. This is going to be 13 and 8, or I'm sorry, 11 and 8. Then we have, that's 13 and 11. That's 15 and 13. Then a big bend on 18 to get us back into our key change. So we have, that's going to be our section. I'll play that one time. Now, we've done lots of videos over time that explain this kind of technique. And I'll break down. So, that's the way we'll go through that. A technique like this, I would say you could practice it if you want, just by going over and over again on one spot. It's a good way to get through that little section. Really pretty simple in concept. Time spent will get the speed. 2 more little bends to go. That's on 10 with that pinky. So you see that big bend goes up, comes down, goes to 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. Same thing, big bend on 17. And we'll be out of the solo, so in context. And that'll do us for the solo. I'm going to play the whole thing slow for you, and we'll go through this. Really, really fun. Like I said, we have the body of the song in another video, so if you subscribe to the channel, you've definitely seen all of that stuff. So as a matter of fact, it's a good time to bring that up. You know what? There is a link below in the YouTube text box that'll help you with all of your soloing. So as you see me go through this, and I maybe reference the pentatonic scale and some of this information with bending, here's how we can take it a step further and really help you. If you click on that link that's below in that text box, we have all the things that you need, a free video and a coinciding ebook that's not available to you otherwise unless you click on it, but it teaches you how to solo. It goes through all the different scales, it goes through all the different modes, has lots of great techniques, and in addition to working with something like this, it'll give you that perfect sense of context where you can look at it and feel like you're getting a nice schooled approach to learning a song like this. So it's free, it'll aid in your soloing, and all you gotta do is click on that link. So that'll be really helpful. Let me play through this, and I think we'll be good for our little video here. Subscribe to the channel, click the like button, leave us a comment, all the 3 important things that we really like here at Epic Guitar Instruction. We appreciate it, and I will see you next time. So let's see how I do. I'm gonna play through this slowly for you, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty. Thank you so much.